Welcome back. My name is Mulligan and this is Xenonauts X-Division. So we did a second mission. Oh right. I should, one moment, pull out my little picture. Maybe I will put it on screen, who knows. Probably not. I will forget that. What I did is... that is the wrong button. So I now have a little... more or less. I can show this here. Nope. In units. We have the... it was here, right? Season, weapon, there we go. I took this picture and just put some little check marks, what we got. For these ones, I believe we got the navigator, the sergeant, the technician, the operator. I believe we need the medic, the scion and chieftain. So I have this little picture, which means I know what we got, what we need, and I can just compare, especially civilian, because I cannot differentiate between those. So probably going to help, I hope. So now we got information of fighter. The fighter is a highly maneuverable craft, apparently intended for escort and interception mission. These craft seem to actively target our craft, which we can exploit by sending our interceptors up and wait for them in a fuel-saving holding pattern, rather than chase them around as we have to do with other enemies. While none of the alien crafts are designed for operation within an atmosphere, the fighters are still more than a match for our F-17 fighters. So just waiting for them isn't going to guarantee a victory. The fighter is equipped with a beam weapon and missile countermeasures, which comes in addition to its ability to conduct an evasive maneuver. Shooting these fighters down over land will provide us with a downed fighter, as well as a modest amount of precious alien alloys and alenium. We hope we will be able to eventually to repair and remake these craft to use them against the aliens. If nothing else, they can be sold for a decent amount of money, should we be strapped for cash. So excess craft beyond our own expected needs are very welcome, both for that reason and for their alien alloys and alenium. So we now have the Osiris, aircraft fighter beam and anti-missile. That was not even a research. Okay. How much can we sell those for? So if we want to sell Scouter data core is going to net us some good amount. I can just look at the money. Scout and light scout, alien fighter, okay, 25k. We can disassemble those. Can we? No, we can't. Nice. A way to make a little bit money. Interception mission. What do you want to hear first, the good or the bad news? The good news is we are having a serious impact on ET air operations. Incidents are down over the sponsors we are covering, and R&D's happy with the technology we've recovered. The bad news is extraterrestrial high command has escalated operations by introducing dedicated fighter craft. The extraterrestrials have set up combat air patrols, CAP, to directly counter both our own interceptors and national forces. UFOs tasked on interception missions will patrol the sky, striking at civilian and military aircraft. Data from the previous intercept suggests that extraterrestrial fighters on combat air patrols mission will make Xenonauts aircraft a priority. If extraterrestrial interceptors spot our craft, most likely informed by extraterrestrial satellites? they will head directly towards them and force a fight. Interceptors are the most likely type of UFO on combat air patrols, so look for a very small signals. Dropships will be especially easy targets, so I would recommend clearing out squadrons with interception missions first before tackling other craft to prevent accidents happening to the ground team. A little bit too much extraterrestrial in that area, but sure. Okay, we got some missile batteries, 4. Which is fine. Okay. We definitely need a medical base here too. I mean, I did forget one in the main base, but not a problem. Do we still have no vehicles present? Okay, total funding. So North America dropped a little bit. Soviet Union, Europe, Indochina, we got increased. South America lost. Central America lost. Plus 200k in funding. That means our funding granted minus the maintenance. Now our net positive, however, is 50, 70. Okay, we made a little bit. We can see 4k in Southern Africa. Nah. I mean, we made like 25k extra, which is sad. But I believe this was the first month. And we needed to set up, so we should be good for the next months to come. Okay, so we don't have any Hunter Scout cars. We do have a couple chemical grenades, we should be good on that. We need at least one Hunter Scout car. The Foxtrot. The MiG-32 Foxtrot is our attempt to keep our planes out of the reach of the alien plasma weaponry found on their scout ships. And I believe they will do their job nicely, as long as your pilots aren't stupid enough to try and dogfight with them anyways. With one torpedo hardpoint, the MiG-32 has double the long-range firepower of the Condor and will make a solid addition to our air force. I should also mention that we have heavily reinforced the airframe, so we should see more of these planes come back in one piece compared to our current send one, lose one Condor philosophy. Perhaps this will be enough to raise pilot morale from the current abysmal to the more acceptable lukewarm. We could certainly do with less beeping around here, that's for sure. It's ruining my afternoon nap. Okay, got that researched. Let's get these out of the way. This was the season running the operation. Very well, we will question him carefully. If we are lucky, he might know enough to enable us to infiltrate the systems. Probably the technician, right? He could get us more stuff. We need to be careful by interrogating the subject. He appears to know a lot about how they use their alloys in manufacturing their weapons and craft. Gaining this information is invaluable to us and could lead to countless improvements on our existing weapons. So we can now make Foxtrots. We are making another Hunter Scout car. Assigned to the Chinook. There we go. The Foxtrot, I don't really know how we want to, in what ratio. How many can we make? We can make 3 Foxtrots. So we will do that. We get 3 Foxtrot, we will get 1 each in every base. Alien ballistic technology. The first study of alien ballistic weapons is now finished, Commander. While ballistic weapons is nothing new, after all, that is what humanity has used since the invention of gunpowder, the power of the alien weapons is unprecedented. Since we now have a basic understanding for how the aliens use their materials and chemical compounds to produce their ballistic weapons, we should be ready to start the development of our own brand of improved ballistic weapons. We may be able to conduct further studies into more advanced usages of alien ballistic technology, but we need to review the research notes to determine if we actually have everything we need to start such a project. So if we need to acquire further information to do so. Okay. We now have research we definitely want. We have the advanced alien ballistic technology. We've had a stroke of luck, Commander. One of my technicians was present during your recent interrogation of that civilian weapons sergeant. He informed me of what he overheard, and using our existing knowledge of alien ballistics and my natural genius, I've come up with some ideas to further our understanding of alien ballistic weaponry, which may potentially enable us to enhance our own design. Or division technology. Well, Commander, I've done it. You can thank me now if you wish. Following our exhaustive analysis of alien ballistic weaponry, I compiled a list of parts which we can use to invent our own upgraded weapons. Now, if you will forgive me, I need to take some time to find a way to explain this process to those apes in the workshop and to patent this design. Definitely going for the division. This would allow us to finally get ballistic weapons MK2, which I believe in the last run we got nowhere close to unlock that. Now, on the other hand, this has the new research system in it, which I believe is a little bit more open. You don't really need all the requisites for the research every time. I believe, at least. Incendiary weaponry. I've been reading through the reports coming in from the field commander, and it's becoming obvious that our kinetic and explosive weapons aren't being as effective as they should be. It's likely that the aliens are developing some sort of resistance to them, technological or otherwise. I've given the issue some thought, and I think I've come up with a way to overcome this resistance. Burn them with fire. No, really, Commander, we are going to light them on fire. Remember the old wild phosphorus weapons from the First World War? That's right. We're going to hijack that old tech and incorporate it into the new grenade and rocket designs I've put together. They're compatible with our existing grenade holsters and rocket launchers, so once you've had the engineers put a few together, we should be able to field them immediately. Just a reminder though, Commander, white phosphorus burns extremely hot and it burns for quite a while. Very effective against the aliens, I hope, but also extremely effective against our own soldiers. So don't screw up your aim. Watching one of their fellow soldiers burn to death from friendly fire won't win you any new fans. So be careful. Naturally, would never happen to me. Flamethrower? Yeah, we never used that weapon. Sure. The flamethrower, truly the definition of the horror of war. But for once, not aimed at human targets. That feeling like progress for some reason, though we aren't really sure how useful it will be against the invasion. You need to get close to the enemy to use this weapon, Commander, even closer than the shotgun. I'm sure your soldiers are going to be very excited to be mere feet away from the enemy while they try to light him on fire. And with that in mind, it may be prudent to give this weapon to you more expendable soldiers. On a more positive note, once they are close, they should find it extremely difficult to miss their target. Let's just hope that the alien is dead by the time the flames die down, or it's going to be rather unhappy. I mean, the big problem is we lose all the equipment. Oh, hello. Vehicle rocket launcher, defender vehicle. You are definitely going for the advanced ballistic weapon technology. We want all that we can get in that regard. Another small. Send a couple F-17. Another small. We have more than enough people to send around. Now you are looking okay. What about the heavy? You are close. How long until we get our new recruit? Can we see that somewhere? I don't think so. 30 hours. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So, can we get US heavy? Your accuracy sucks. You are strong though. But you are a rifleman. Why are you a rifleman? You have 0 accuracy. And you didn't increase your accuracy at all. You are only sergeant though. Do I switch you? This is a heavy weapon. Probably better to get US heavy. Do we need a heavy? What we can do is check. So this is one thing I never really did. So altitude is 16k and speed is 1400. So what you can do is just look in here. So a normal light scout has 2k speed. So this is not a normal light scout. It is a scout. Top speed 14k, 1400. This one is the light scout and this one is the scout. So we have a scout mission on our hand here. It would be probably a good idea to get a heavy. Could get the specialist back. Corporal. Low accuracy. What we could do... Yeah, we are going to get you back. We could have 2 specialists. Instead of a heavy? Sure. That seems like a totally good idea. There we go. You get Jackie armor. Okay, we are going to swap some grenades. So, I want you to not have this, but 2 of these. You still have more space. You are going to get... Can we get another... how about another grenade? These ones are just too good. Oh, perfect. Good job, me. Okay, bep. Now the best part about my gas grenade is just they are killing enemies without destroying equipment. That is just the best part of this whole idea. We definitely want you to get 2 grenades. You now have a shotgun. Good job. Default equipment, but the Fox armor, you have a shotgun. You even have space for more grenades. So we come back to you. You get 1 of these and 2 incendiary, which you are going to put in your belt, which I believe reduces the amount you need to pull them out. You have ammo. You have everything you need. Now you have everything you need. And you know what? This is the new standard. So we just do this and see you cannot carry all that stuff. I mean, okay, you can't really carry a med kit, but probably a couple of these. And by a couple I mean 1. Sure. But you can carry some more grenades. Specialist, I mean, what can I really do here? We could carry 1 less, maybe 2 less for a little medkit. This seems like a good idea. Now you, on the other hand, just to have A little flamethrower. Grenades. Oh, we don't have any more of these. Because you are close range, you get shotgun. Don't really need an explosive. How much a medkit? You can get 2 small ones. This seems fine. I hope. You have a secondary weapon. If we can't use the flamethrower, which seems a little bit redundant, but sure. We do have 3 lieutenants. Do we have a sniper? We have one. He's injured. And we don't really have any more high accuracy. Our sniper are really valuable. We have 1 private. So we have that going for us. So we don't really have the heavy. Pistol on the side. Flamethrower on... Flamethrower needs to be at the back. Private needs to be at the back. Launch. Chinook. Another small, that seems like a light scout. No, it's the scout. Okay, we got that. How is our second base looking soldier wise? No armor. Just a bunch of privates. But you should have a tank, right? Yes. So we have that going. Rifle, heavy rifle, sniper. We need a second sniper. You have quite a bit of accuracy. So swap you to a sniper. Okay, we have a rocketeer. We have 1 heavy weapon. You do have quite a bit strength. You can be a heavy weapon too. Okay, do we have a specialist? We do not. We have a rocketeer. So we have everything we need right now. Can we hire more soldiers? We could get 1 more. But we are not full on research. More important. So we could potentially do a mission over there too. We will see where the UFO lands. Okay. Next episode we will go for a crash site and maybe even get the small... Oh yes. Okay. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.